All right, everybody, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Let me make sure that the Discord people can be heard here before I switch the screen. I don't remember how to stream, you guys. Let's see,
People
properties,
testing. Yeah.
Discord. Let's see, it's gonna be here. Here we go. Yep. Now you guys, yeah, now you guys are in there.
Yep, yep,
Mhm.
yep, yep,
All
yep,
right,
yep,
welcome
yep, yep.
everybody to the big 6th anniversary show. I have been off um, for 2 months, as I do every year. I take 2 months off, stream 10, take two off, and so this is the big 6th anniversary show for the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show, which is every Sunday night uh, here on Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we talk about Fantasy Grounds. Today, everyone at the show who's here will win a prize, so stand by for that. Very exciting. I would like to acknowledge the person, and I don't know who it is because it all went by so fast. Someone donated $100 right now before the show to the American Red Cross on the charity thing there. Whoever that was, please speak up. But thank you very much for doing that. The American Red Cross thanks you,
That's cool.
as do the families. Yep. And so normally we have 3 co-hosts on the show. One of them will be absent for a month. That is Fury Fate. She won't be here for a month because she chose to have a game on Sunday night that she's dungeon mastering. So she's
Yep.
right now playing a game and can't be here. But I do have my other 2 co-hosts with me, and let's say hello to Mr. Drake Takes. How are you?
What's up, everybody? Glad to be back. It's been 2 months of silence. Rob and I haven't even talked, so we got a lot to catch
Talk.
up on.
Right,
But
Drake and I have not. Did you talk? Did you text me while I was in the hospital?
I think so.
Yeah, you might have. I
I
might have
think I
talked
said,
to
"Are
you
you
one
dead
day.
yet?" or something like that.
Right. Are you dead? Because I almost did die, you guys. For those of you that don't know, I was hospitalized for 25 days. And I went to the hospital voluntarily on December 29th. And that was to have my lungs looked at. I still have indeterminate lung issues, and I'm wearing I have 3 liters of oxygen currently still since October 1st. And they still don't know what's wrong with me. But when I was in the hospital, I got Shigella. You can look that up. Very bad. Almost killed me. And I was in the hospital 18 days and in rehab for 7. And rehab was not for drugs, you guys, for physical and occupational therapy. And then
Yep.
now I'm at home and I was using a walker for a bit. I'm off that now, but I'm still very weak and I'm not really 100%. But
Yeah.
I do have my energy levels and I'm feeling good. Obviously, I'm doing the show. So, anyways, thanks Drake for saying hello. Robin, how are you?
I'm doing so good.
Yeah, you are. We know the secret. We know
I'm
the secret.
so yeah, like I'm so excited to be here and it's so awesome seeing like the chat like cuz I'm just like, "Oh yeah, all these people are so awesome. Everybody who comes here." So, I'm really excited to see everybody and chat with everybody. It's like one of my favorite things and I'm just excited. How are you doing, Rob? Well, you
I'm
already
doing
answered
yeah,
that.
I'm doing I'm at 90%, we'll say 90%. And before I introduce my special guest for the evening, I would like to tell you that uh uh I do appreciate everybody already before the show with the hype train and the cheer bits and the donations and the subs and the resubs. So thanks everybody. Thanks so much to you guys for doing that. Please keep it up. I really do appreciate that so much. Um, I've got a big announcement after I introduce our special guest. Now, our special guest is an OG of the show. He's a co-creator of the show. He used to be on the show as an anchor, as a co-host, and that is Fantasy Grounds Academy creator Mr. Leroon. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. Glad to be here. And while Fury Fate is out, I think I'm gonna be coming back to help you out for a month or whatever. So I
Oh,
got some.
that is
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. So I got some show ideas. I'd like you guys' feedback. Trying to pitch some shows to Rob, like maybe doing one for Fallout. Also, we had some discussions about some other projects that we're working on, so I wanted to maybe do one of those while Fury Fate is DMing, and then maybe we'll do something fun. So we'll see.
So I put
But
Fallout in there. Yeah, that's
yep,
good.
Fallout and the project we're working on, and then there's something else. So
Okay.
there's something else
So
I don't know yet.
before I forget, this is fantastic. So as you know, everybody here tonight will win a prize, and I'll get to that. I am going to also give away two insanity bundles from the DM's Guild. Now I have not yet removed the extensions from the Insanity Bundle. So if you win that tonight, you will get all the extensions. Everything that's ever been there will still be there, and you'll get it if you
Cool.
want it. And one of those has been sponsored by McClancy 10,006, Mark. He purchased that he purchased one from me to give it away. So that's amazing, and that's like not cheap, right? I mean, hello.
Mark
And
never does
so
anything cheap.
he goes all the way. You guys, Mark is
Yeah.
awesome. So let me tell you guys
He
about.
got
let
us
me tell
like
you-
the coolest ever Dragons t-shirts. Those things were
I
just so
know.
comfortable.
I wear
If you-
mine all the time.
if you're he's a good friend. He's a it's very rare that you meet somebody on the internet and then they become like your real friend. And I have I have you guys, those of you that are here in the chat with me. I've met all you personally. You guys are my friends, and Mark's my
Yeah.
friend. Let me tell you, I don't want to embarrass him, but let me tell you about Mark Clancy, the Clancy 10,006, what he did. So if you're in my Discord community, you already know this, but if you're not, when I was in the hospital, no, I was in rehab, and this would have been the last Sunday. It would have been playoff football Sunday. He flew from his town to my town, got a rental car, got pizza, and came to visit me and watched football.
Oh,
And then he
that's so sweet.
drove back to the airport and flew home. He
Aww.
totally did that, and I was like blown away. And because he texted me, he travels for his job, right? So
Yeah.
he texted me and he said, "Hey, I'll come by and visit you tomorrow." And I said, "Oh, that's excellent. Why are you in town?" And he goes, "To visit you." And I'm like, "What? Well, what's going on?" You know, I was blown away by it, and I was kind of still a little bit out of it. So, I mean, I tried to show him my appreciation, but I don't know if he really knows how much that really meant to me.
That's awesome.
It got a hold of me.
He took a picture of you
Trying-
drooling, smiling at him.
Yeah. No, I was actually pretty. I sat up in the chair and we had pizza. And Spencer was there. Spencer 77, who lives in my town. He came and
okay.
he was part of that too. And I took a picture
That's
and
so
put it in Discord.
awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks to him for sponsoring the Insanity Bundle, and we'll give that away as well. Now, let me tell everybody how you can win your prize. And this is going to be a lot of work for me. So please follow my instructions. I'm going to put up a thing here.
Oh,
So
watch what you put up
the
there.
prize that you will get is McClancy says was going to road trip, but mountains so flew over them. Yeah. Plus that drive's like 5 hours. He lives about 5 hours away from me. He lives in the west side of Washington, and I live on the east side of Washington.
Gotcha.
So so here's what you will win. So here's how this works, you guys. Let me give you the Discord link. If you're not a member of my Discord, first of all, how dare you? Shame on you. But there's the link to my Discord server. Now, what you must do is you must send me a PM, a personal message, a direct message, and you must tell me which item you would like. Now, you can get any item from the Forge, or you can get any item from the DM's Guild per the links that I'm putting in the chat right now. And of course, when I say any item, it goes without saying that means any item that I made, not just any item, but something that I did, has my name on it. And how you do this is you just send me a PM, and there's a time limit. The time limit will be 1 hour after the show ends. So once the show ends, you have an hour to get this in. If you are past the hour, it's no good. Because and the reason I have to do that is if somebody watches this, if somebody watches this on YouTube, they have to know they have to be here now. They can't watch it on YouTube and get it later. So you have 1 hour from when the show ends to send this in, and you must specifically give me your DM's Guild email if you're getting a DM's Guild prize, and you must specifically give me your Fantasy Grounds forum name if you're getting a Forge prize. And please do not give me both. Please just follow the instructions on the slide. There's a big or there, not and, but or. So do that. I'm going to leave the slide up for a minute. And then I'm going to give away right now for early birds to the show. I'm going to do a raffle for the Insanity Bundle. And we're going to do it right now. That's how we're going to do it.
Nice.
We're going to do it right now.
See, that's what happens when you show up. Yeah, follow the instructions.
You can't do it in chatty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drake takes.
Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer bits. How do you? I forgot how to start this. Is it going?
Yeah.
What?
Keyword raffle for
Okay,
Insanity
keyword
Bundle.
raffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to
Yeah, but
type in
you don't
exclamation point insanity. You have to spell
you
it
don't have
right.
it on the stream, but okay.
It's in. I see it. It's good.
Oh,
It's good.
I'm not showing it on the stream because yeah, is this what you want? Is this what you want?
Insanity.
So yeah, people are doing it. So 30 seconds left, guys. You have to type in exclamation insanity and don't spell it the way Havoc did. You got to spell it correctly.
It's true, Bob. Very true, Bob.
What did Bob say?
Not a raffle until I enter, right?
That's right.
Bob wins
So-
like 60% of the time or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
No, Bob wins like once a year.
That's true.
I think he got skipped a couple years too.
Insane
Okay.
in the membrane.
So not very many people got in on that one. Now I will do this again. On probably toward the end of the show. But Mark McClancy did what happened to my mouse? Damn it. Please don't tell me. Okay. My mouse is freaking out. Oh no, that's not good. We don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Okay, so the winner of the Insanity Bundle is nobody.
WJ Pennington.
Oh, it's not showing up on my screen.
WJ Pennington.
That's
Look at
all
my
right.
screen. My screen is
Congrats.
jacked.
Yeah, it's
There we
blank.
go. Oh,
There it
not
goes.
following the
It's
stream.
delayed.
Boo.
Probably-
But you know what? You still win anyway.
I
So
think it's broken. Deepbot's
I think it's
broken.
broken.
It says
Is
that
it?
all the time. Even people who've been following for years.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Boo.
let me go back to this. So WJ Pennington, you will need to send me a personal message in Discord with your DMs Guild email and remind me that you won the Insanity Bundle, and I will crank that out to you after the show ends. And for those
How
who are
not to
new,
stream.
this show's
Not how to
25%
stream.
Fantasy
How
Grounds
not to
and
stream.
75% Rob Tui tech support on how to stream. That's right.
Yeah, that's somewhat true. Yeah.
Did the person who donated to the Red Cross identify themselves? They didn't identify themselves, did
It was me. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't me.
they?
It was probably McClancy, if you want to know the truth.
Well, but he would say. I don't think.
Well, Diablo Bob might have too.
Gwydian's here just in case there's audio issues.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
the
That's
boomer.
right. All right, so
Sound-
let's go back to screen. Let's go back to showing what.
go back to
Oscar
shows.
for $20.
So, whoa! I just dropped that on the floor.
Whoa, where'd you go?
So
I was saying Fallout, and then the other one would have been like a Chat GPT show.
oh, okay. Let me go put that Chat GPT.
That can be probably the last show or whatever. You know. Maybe.
Yeah, it is the last one.
There you go.
Because Magic Shops is next week. I already have that one there.
Cool. All right.
So you guys, Panovo Publishing, which is Aaron, Marks, Leroon, Robin, myself, we have put out a product, and I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. This is the PDF of the product. So I know this is a Fantasy Grounds.
It'll be available in print soon.
Yes,
Also,
and it
print.
will be available in print soon.
Physical book.
Yeah, hardcover, softcover, whatever. There'll be a.
And you can read it
bundle.
on the crapper.
Then you can read on the
Yes.
crapper, yeah. So this is a pretty awesome thing we're going to show you, and I will let you know that there's also a. Oh, here, let me get the link for this.
I'm gonna order the book for sure.
Oh, for
There
sure.
is
I mean, I
a-
already
Oh,
ordered the
toilet
proof.
paper. No, I'm kidding.
I
So
did the
there's-
first copy ever. Oh my god.
There's also
You get
a
number 1 of 100 or whatever.
Panovo
1 of
players.
10. Let's be honest.
Calm down, you guys. Calm down. Panovo players primer token and portrait pack. Now, if you
Whoa,
go
say
buy
that 10
this,
times fast.
I need to let you guys know that the Forge is currently having a problem with uploads. So if you go buy this right now, it's only the token pack. It says
Just
it's
for
the-
right now.
just for right now until they fix it, and within the next hours or tomorrow or whenever they fix it. Then so if you buy it, Fantasy Grounds will automatically update it when I update the files, and then it'll be the token and the portrait pack. But for right now, it's just the token pack. But here you can see what the tokens and the portraits look like. They're awesome, and there's like 103 of them, and they're amazing. And so this is a little addendum to our project. Now, here's an exciting thing. Let me go over here. Let me go right over here. So,
what?
Panovo Players Primer Fantasy Grounds module currently not available. Now, why isn't it available? It is finished. The reason it's not available is because it's being put in the Smiteworks store. It is not going on the Forge. It's going in the store and on Steam. And as anyone who knows who's been a developer in the community or who has bothered to talk to anybody who's a developer in the community, it takes 25 years to get fucking approved to be put in the fucking whole thing. So I haven't even turned in the files yet because here's the process for Smiteworks. You say there's going to be a new product and you upload that information. Then they take up to a week to get back to you to say, okay, we got that. Now send us the files. Then you send them the files. Then they jack around with the files and tell you what's wrong and what you need to fix. Hopefully for me, it's nothing because I've been doing it for 8 years. Then they submit it to Steam for approval. Then that takes anywhere from 3 days to 3 weeks or longer. And then once they approve it, then it goes on sale. So that is to say, soon Alt 0153. Soon TM, everybody.
Okay.
In the works, though.
Soon.
Yes.
But I am going to show it.
Soon.
Yeah.
I am going to show it.
You
So here we
can,
go.
if you really want to like support the work and all that, you can at least, if you want, get the PDF and the token pack. Right now, those are actually available. So
Right, those are the things that are available. So the module is looking like this, and I'm gonna just fly through it like I always do. I'm not gonna really concentrate on anything unless Robin stops me and wants to talk about anything, because Robin is the main author of main author. She is the author of this. Leyrun and I do our various things to help her, but our things that we do are more technical rather than are idea oriented or story driven or anything like that. So
we're just
Robin,
moral support.
if you'd like to, and these maps are so amazing. Robin, if you'd like to talk or direct
sure,
me to any
yeah, I mean,
certain
like I
thing.
can kind of like I guess
Yeah.
just like give an overview. So like Panovo is a brand new setting that we've kind of like I did a lot of the groundwork for, but since Rob and Leyrun, Aaron have joined me, they've also contributed quite a lot of content to it as well. So it is a setting. Think like Forgotten Realms, for example, or Eberron. It's our thing, our baby in that regard. So the intent for us now that we've done this player's primer, which is functionally like a gazetteer for the world, it includes like 20 something deities and religions, and there's I don't even know how many off the top of my head, but a lot of new races and backgrounds and feats and like player focused content like that. And the goal is that Rob and Aaron and I, in the future, we're going to write full-length campaign adventure content set in this world, monster books, and more, just continually creating more content, but set in this world. So this will be our home base of operations moving forward for the content that we'll be creating. That being said, I mean, like the player's primer here has enough that if you're a GM who kind of just likes a toolkit to work in, there's a ton of stuff in here that you could write your own adventures. Panovo features this sort of mechanic called Wild Realms, which are like dangerous areas in the world that are meant for adventuring. So there's, for example, there's like a desert where there's black sand that is like poisonous to people. Touching it, traveling in that desert is incredibly dangerous. So we give the statistics for what traveling in that specific region is like inside this book. So a GM can use that information, and if they wanted to just homebrew their own adventures right now, just using the material in this book, they could totally do that. But we do plan to take some of these locations in these nations and writing full length feature-sized books for them, and that's the next project that's coming out. We're honing in on like one region with the wild realms of that region and the nation of that region, and we're gonna write. Layron's working on like mini adventures, like one shots, and then together the three of us are working on a full-length campaign adventure that will take players from first to 20th level in 5th edition.
1 to 20, baby.
Yeah. So that's the goal. That's the gist. But yeah, we worked really hard on this, and we just hope we can get it out there, and especially to like our Fantasy Grounds community, and hope that this becomes like a world that people really latch onto and like adventuring in.
Yeah, I think Robin did a really good job. And she had
The-
talked to me about this before. So I didn't know much about it. And then, I think Robin and I just kind of showed up at the right time. And she's like, yeah, I want to do this first before we do anything else. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. So that's kind of how that came about, I think. Is that right?
And
Hmm.
the PDF is $19.99. It's 196 pages. The Fantasy Grounds module will be $24.99. It should be $29.99, but we put it at $24.99, so everybody can be happy about the $5
Special
decrease.
introductory price.
Yeah, we might raise it later, but that's usually you got to ask Smiteworks to change the price, and they don't want to do it. So I don't know. I don't know how that goes. I don't think I've ever
And
changed the price.
I did
Oh,
ask
there you
the
go. Will you
team.
hold on one of these?
Okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because I just wanted to talk about. So these are the wild realms that Rob is looking at right now, and you can see like we have a section for like the environmental effects while you're traveling, in this realm. So all there's like I forget the number, 30 something wild realms that we detailed. There's a lot of them, and they're all labeled on the maps and things like that, so you can figure out where they are. But like for example, if you wanted to just take your players here to the Blasted Peaks, it talks about like what the extreme heat there is like. There's flaming tornadoes, like there's all kinds of crazy stuff to adventure around in these places where people don't live in this world. These are not really inhabited zones, they're danger zones. But in Panovo, people travel to these places because rare resources can be found there. And at the heart of every single wild realm, there is some sort of like magical artifact, which we didn't fully detail in this book. Those will be described in the books that focus, like hyper focus in on that region or whatever. But there will be like artifact weapons or gear or, things that kind of carrot on a stick for adventurers to go into these dangerous places and travel to these locations.
Nice.
That was all. Sorry.
No,
No,
that's cool.
and
I
the
like that.
This is
graphics are
all
beautiful.
SRD 5e stuff. Is
Yep.
that?
Yeah,
what we're
yeah,
talking?
everything is OGL and 5th edition currently. I would like to branch out in the future and get like some help in converting for other systems. Like Pathfinder, for example, I think would be a good candidate for conversion since it's so similar to Dungeons and Dragons. But right now it's all just 5th edition OGL.
We might even be able to write it into like Tales of the Valiant, one of the
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
I did ask the team here, Robin and Rob and myself, if we want to do the effects coding, if there's any to be had in the future. So we don't know yet, but if this comes down to being a good product, I think that would be worth pursuing.
Yeah,
at
so
least
in
my
this
opinion.
particular product, there's 3 spells, many
Mhm.
feats, many
And
backgrounds,
races.
many races. Yeah, so there could definitely be an opportunity for that.
That doesn't mean we're gonna do it, but we might.
Right. Yeah, it depends on
Yep.
because it's a lot of work to do that.
Yes, it is. And if it's not very popular, I mean, why would you do all that extra work?
Oh, it's going to
no.
be popular. How dare you?
I hope
Yeah.
so.
I think
I
it will.
mean, even if it's not like that, like doesn't catch on or doesn't become that popular, like I still want to create content for it and keep writing adventures for it. And more importantly, like when we went to Denver, I ran a one shot for the people in Denver, set in Panovo. They did like this arena battle thing in Panovo. It was fun. But yeah, I really want like to play in Panovo with like Rob's Saturday game group that they've been kind enough to let me DM for. So that's really my aim is to get people playing in Panovo. That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah, maybe I chose the words wrong. Let's say memorable, because
Yeah. Oh,
popular
thanks.
just means like, initial bum rush, right? But we want this world to be memorable. So if you keep making content, eventually it'll click, like
Yeah.
this isn't going to be the make or break right here. This is just the tip of the
Well, and
iceberg.
this is the first product, right? The player's handbook, player's primer. That's what WotC does. They put the player's handbook out first, then they put the monster manual, then they put the DM's guild or the DM's guide, and then they do adventures. And so and we're going to talk about
Caesar.
adventures here. We got a little preview, but
Yep.
the players. My mouse is jacked. Um, the player's primer, which we're calling it, it's only the first thing, and so people that are visionaries that have already, people that have emailed us and said, "Hey, we got the PDF," and a bunch of people buy the Fantasy Grounds module. I'm sure they see the potential. But then once we get down the line and we have adventures and we have other material and we've got 4 or 5 different things, then it becomes a genre. Then it becomes a thing. Like Cobalt Press has Midgard, right? Everybody loves Midgard.
Yeah.
So it'll become something like that. It'll just people will be like, "Oh, Panovo," and then we'll be legit.
Cool.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you should show up all these races though. Some of them are pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
we got fish people. You want to be a fish person?
The unicorn people.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
we got Bear Can,
Yeah.
Lots of animals type,
we
like
got
animal
Bird
ones.
Can,
Yeah, there is.
Cat Can,
Catkin,
we got Celestian.
Celestin. These
Oh,
are
Celestin.
our ASMR stand-ins. They do have unique stat block, like new statistics for the record. So we did kind of take some races that already do exist in Dungeons and Dragons, but we've wholly made them our own. So yes, we have angel people, but they don't have the same statistics as ASMR, for example.
Yep.
43 Gwydion. Nice.
So there's
Thank you, Gwydion.
yeah, awesome. So there's what subclasses or sub races and
Yes.
customers. So,
Yeah,
Right, there's
a lot
races
of
and
these.
sub races.
Yep. Yeah. So even for like the 5th edition standard like elf, we did come up with our own new elf sub races, and same for like gnome and halfling and dwarf, etc. Dogkin, they're awesome. I like them too.
yeah. They're not your gnolls.
Yes, not gnolls, but like dogs.
Yes.
And our Draken are pretty different from Dragonborn. They do have some new features, and I think they're power level much better than 5th edition standard Dragonborn.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a crap ton of playable races in this, like so many.
These would be our Genasi, our take on Genasi here, your elemental folk.
Elephant people.
Elephant people, yeah.
Midriff. Hello. Yep. And plenty of
We
examples
added
of
river
what the people
elves,
look
marsh elves, yeah.
like. And then we've got Fakin.
Fairies. Be a little fairy, Fakin.
Fakin
So-
news.
Peter Pan.
Thilgar
Frog
wants to know how
people.
long you been
Frogkin.
on this.
2 years,
Sorry?
I think.
How long you been working on this?
Oh, yeah, I've been working on this for a little over 2 years now. It's been a long time coming.
So we're hoping to help her get over that kind of writer's hump thing and start cranking out some content, because your
Yeah.
first project.
Yeah.
Diablo Bob, thank you for the resub. 53 months.
Some
We had-
solo
If
stuff
you're-
might be fun too.
Yeah, that's something that I was definitely considering. It had been brought up to us already.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that right away. Oh, I love the picture of that, whatever the hell that is.
Gears.
I like it.
Halfling.
My
We
favorite
got
is that
skateboard
darn otter.
halflings, lake pond halflings. Yeah, the otters are awesome. They're a
Human.
subrace of Critterkin,
Don't,
yeah, humans.
don't tell Bob about otters.
We got
Oh.
bug people,
got
so if you
another
want to
otter.
be like a fly or a bee person, you can be that with the insectin. Our kobolds are very
kobold.
different from the Volus Guide to Monsters
I'd want to be a
kobolds.
lightning bug. That would be fun.
Yeah, we could definitely add that in as a new subrace in the future. We got minotaurs, obviously. Can't have all these animal races without doing a minotaur. Orcs. We decided to use orcs. We'll just use the standard half-orc traits, but orcs and Palnovo are slightly different because they can come in a lot of different skin colors, not just like green and brown, but they can also be red and blue. So orcs and Palnovo are pretty unique in that way. We have serpent people, serpentkin,
Serpent. Spider people. No, thank
spider
you.
people. Yes.
I go down the alley and I see
No one
her and I
plays
turn
that
around
race.
and I run.
No, it's only
No,
bad
thank you.
guys play that race.
There's a little web
Yeah.
right here. Here's a little teeny
Yeah.
web right there.
Messy, what's up,
My
man?
favorite. I love this race so much. This is my favorite race right here. Unikin. They're unicorn humanoids. They have
Nice.
horns on their heads. I love them. They have some really cool, unique traits. I love them so much. They're my favorite.
Some
Languages.
cool healing stuffs.
Yeah, they do have a healing trait that they can use.
And then there's lots of
Whoa,
feats.
what's going on? Somebody
Yeah.
just McClancy just bombed you with
Wow. Thank you.
gifted
Wow.
What did he do?
Holy
bam,
crap.
bam, bam, bam.
A lot of
5 of them.
subs.
How many?
I don't think it's been this active in
5.
years.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, McClancy.
Still
Sub bomb.
going.
It's still going. Sub bomb. Yeah, it you know, it messes with my whole machine when what am I trying to say? The deep bot sort of freezes the RAM in my machine somehow.
Still
Okay,
going.
kitty.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Every time he tries to say something. He goes,
Oh, was
don't even know
I
if
being
this
all
is still
robot-y
going.
or something?
No.
no,
We
it's
just heard
funny.
the pew 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 pew.
Like
Oh,
every
yeah,
time you
yeah.
said something.
It's
So the feats in this book are they all have racial prerequisites. I can't speak English. But that won't be true for like future products we come out. We'll do, more generic feats, maybe more class-based feats and stuff like that. But this one does have racial feats only. But we thought that it would be a cool way to like really kind of like
Right.
feature these new races, and then you can soup them up with some of your feat choices if you want to.
Nice.
There are 3 new spells. Only 3.
3 new
Because I'm not the
spells.
greatest spellcrafter yet, but I'm getting better at it.
There's new items.
And there are three new weapons as well. Yeah, so
Ooh,
we
brass
added
knuckles.
brass knuckles as a weapon, chakrams, and scythes. And scythes are really will be important down the road. We have a scythe wielding based subclass for barbarians that will be coming out soon. So the scythe is really
Those
important
are-
to a certain culture in
The
Panovo.
Reaper barbarians.
Yeah, the Reaper barbarian. Yep.
Cool.
Drake probably remembers it because we play tested it in Denver. We had somebody
Cool.
playing the Reaper barbarian.
We got the essences. And
That's
we do have the otter here. Let's see the otter. There he is. Boom. He's got a stat
Aw.
block. He's a little cute guy.
Yes, I love the otter so much.
And
He's
then
so
we have
adorable.
coming soon. Let me make this bigger here. Coming soon, everybody. Soon, Alt 0153 is the Lord, the Ice
Yes.
Lord's Domain, setting guide, mini adventures tome, and full length adventure campaign.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. So the setting guide for the Ice Lord's domain will hyper focus in on like one specific nation in Panovo, which means we'll be doing the city maps, all the shops there, everything you can do in that like region, including like new NPC stat blocks for the soldier units of that nation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like all that good stuff. So the DM can say, "Cool, if my players go to this town. I know what they can do in this town, or whatever. And then we'll do a mini adventures tome, which will be similar to, if you're familiar with Kobold Press, it'll be like the prepared books, if you've ever seen those, where it's just a bunch of like mini adventures that you can generally run in like one session, or maybe 2 sessions tops. But Aaron is doing something really cool with these that I correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll be able to link them all together if you want to. So you could run them kind of in sequence and still make a bigger
Oh, like
adventure out of
Adventure
it.
League kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yeah. And then the Ice Lord's Domain, the full length campaign adventure, that will be a 1st to 20th level full adventure, taking your zeros to heroes on a awesome campaign through the region that we're focusing on here, which is the Kingdom of Kizdir, which is a dwarven nation up in the mountains, and there's like this really bad, evil frost demon guy. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Which one is it, Rob? Is it on this map?
Yeah, so it's up in the north, kind of very northeast. It's brown there. You should be able to see it, but not
Yep.
that. Yeah, now it's on your left side. Kizdir Kingdom, right,
right
there.
here.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the region that we're hyper focusing
I
in
thought it would
on.
be icy. I thought it would be icy.
Well,
it
if
is.
you look at the other map, the other map
that's not
kind of
the-
has more. Yeah,
that's
that's
not
like a
the-
political map.
That
Yeah,
was the political
there's
map, yes. Let me
like
see,
a
where is-
default and a biomes map as
That was
well.
the Midgardy mappy.
Yep. Well, one of the things, the design philosophies here on these is talking to Robin about, making sure that the lore and the adventures and the NPCs and all that stuff kind of align, because I've looked at other products before, and it's like some of that stuff has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a random thing they threw in there for filler or something. I don't know, but I want to try to avoid that a little, and that's one of the things I discussed with Robin, is I want a little bit of continuity between the one shots and the campaign. So maybe you can use the one shots to kind of segue into the campaign or something like that. So
But look
Yeah.
at how
Ooh,
many
you know what,
guys.
Rob?
This
I've
is
got a
how
better
many-
map for you to
Okay.
show this. One sec.
Oh, but it's a
So-
map out of the adventure that you're making.
The one, yeah, the forthcoming, the
forthcoming,
actual
okay.
setting book. It's a better, because we're redoing the maps with a different software and stuff like that, so that they look a little more artistic and better. So I just pasted it here into the channel. If
Okay.
you want to show the stream that map, it's much better. So this is the region that we're kind of zooming in on for the next set of books, for the adventures, the mini adventures, and the setting guide.
There we go. By the way, stay tuned, everybody, because I am giving away one more Insanity bundle, so don't leave. And if you join the show, but you don't know that you've won a prize, I will explain that again. So don't leave.
So we're
So yeah,
looking
this
at
is a map out of the forthcoming Ice Lords adventure.
Yes, the Ice Lord's Domain.
Ice Lords Domain.
so we
Kizdir
got lots
Kingdom.
of dwarves and giants and other kind of mystical races.
Yeah, and we're still highlighting some of the neighbors of Kizdir. So like Hundeland, which you can see here on the southwestern side of Kizdir. That's where Dogkin are from. So we'll have some, factions and organizations that come from Hundeland. They'll have some influence on the things
So-
going on.
Is butt sniffing a thing there?
Do
No,
they have a
I
butt
wouldn't
sniffing day?
necessarily say that. No.
That's funny. So there you go, everybody. That's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
could
that's
talk
how you
about this
say
all
hi.
day. So.
Well, whoops. I'm gonna close that. I can still open it if I need to. Right here, like that. So yeah, everybody. And then this has a thumbnail. I just didn't update it.
So
There is a
do you guys
calendar.
set a price, or does Pointworks suggest something, or how does
No,
that
we
work?
set the price. So
$59.99.
So for the player's primer, we said that was going to be $24.99. We haven't talked about the forthcoming adventure books, and we haven't talked about price on that yet. So we have to have a meeting. This is a
Yeah, a lot of
free-
it depends on like the page count of the books and things like that. So
This is a free calendar you can get on the Forge that Matakuri made for us. This is the Panovo Players Primer calendar, and it's free, so you can go get. And you know what? Let me go.
Oh yeah,
get the
let me
link
get the
for that.
link.
Yeah,
Hey,
please.
hey,
Jinx.
Bob, to answer your
Jinx.
question, Bob, it's
That's right. And we'll get you the link to the calendar if you guys want to get that as
And
well.
one of the things in Panovo, the
Right on
PDF,
it.
there isn't a bunch of blank pages or like a page full of just art, because that's not too much of that. Because there's some books that I've seen that, it's all you got, like maybe out of a 20-page thing, you get like 15 pages of actual content, and then the rest are blank or advertising or licensing and all the other crap.
Thank you again to everybody who the person that donated to the Red Cross today. That was $100. I didn't see who it was. Thanks again for that in the chat, and also to all the people who donated bits and monies and subs and resubs. Ooh, hydrate. Drake says, "I got water here. Ice water. I'm drinking right now." And especially thank you
a lot of
to
talking been going on.
Mr. Mark McClancy, who purchased a full price Insanity bundle at a cost of, I don't even want to say, nearly $1,000. It's $974.53, and
Wow.
he purchased that to give away to someone, and I've already given it away, and then I'm going to give away one myself.
Amazing.
At the end of the show.
So yeah, thanks everybody for looking at our little book.
Yeah.
I hope you all like it.
Am I waiting on a link from you, Robin?
I already pasted it in chat. Sorry.
Oh, you did. Oh, you put it right in chat.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
Somewhere-
skip the middleman. That's a good idea.
Somewhere in the middle of Dragonlance, there's going to be a portal, and it's going to lead
Oh, there it is.
We're
Right
gonna go
here.
straight to
other
Panova.
dimension.
That's right.
Yeah. I just wanted to show it on. Yeah, here we go. So, and thank you to Matakuri for making that, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Matakuri. I just randomly messaged him. I was like, hey, I know how to make calendar mods, but will you make one for me?
He's got a few already, so.
And so he did. Yeah, and it has all the
Calendar
holidays
Panova.
linked on it and everything. It's really well done.
Calendar of Panova. Boom. Look at that.
Trin.
Right there. All right. For those of you that joined us late and may not know, you won a prize just for being here, just for being at the show. Now, here's what you have to do. You have to pick out which prize you want. So I'm going to put 2 links in the chat right now. I'm going to put the DM's Guild link, and I'm going to put the Forge link, right? And you'll go to the DM's Guild or the Forge, pick the thing that you want. Now, again, keeping in mind that this prize you win must be something I created. It's got to be something with my name on it, Rob Tui. You can't just pick anything. I want, something else that doesn't have anything to do with me. It's got to be something from me. And what you do is you send me a PM in Discord. My little speech about Discord is, if you're not a member of my Discord server, first of all, shame on you. How dare you? You should be. There's the link for that. You send me a direct message in Discord. And what you do is you tell me the item you want from the DM's Guild or the Forge. You pick one, and no packages. And then if you're getting something from the DM's Guild, I need your DM's Guild email to disperse that to you. If you're getting something from the Forge, I need your Fantasy Grounds forum name. Please do not give me both. Just follow the instructions as I've given them to you. The time limit for this is 1 hour after the end of the show. I have to do that because it's only people that are here now that win. And if somebody watches it on YouTube or something, they can't just message me and say, hey, I won a prize. No, because it's over. So whenever the show ends, an hour clock will commence ticking. And many people have already PM'd me, as you can see here. You can't see here, but now you can. There's many PMs coming in already. So again, 1 hour after the show ends is your deadline for claiming your prize. And then I'll go through and I'll disperse out these 100 million prizes as I've chosen fit to do on an anniversary show. And it is the 6th anniversary show, everybody. It's the big 6th anniversary show.
Indeed.
And
We have a
guess what I
question
get to
in
do?
chat.
Oh, a question. Let's get to the questions.
Delta's
Start asking.
Ghost. Which item does everyone recommend for a DM freshly coming back to Fantasy Grounds? What's a must-have?
Well, if you don't have them, my
There.
answer to that would be the coding packages, obviously.
Yeah, I agree.
But any
Rob's
of
coding
Rob's
packages.
coding packages, Rob's big package. Nobody's mentioned it. Um,
Automatic anything.
Yeah, especially the
Yeah.
automatic ones by Kent
Yeah.
McCullough.
Kent's automatic ones are good,
And
and that'll
indicators.
they won't
Change.
hurt your budget. Kent's are usually pretty lowly priced. And then today, oh, I don't think I mentioned this. So, boy, I was remiss in not mentioning this already. Most of you probably already know. The DMs Guild for many years relented. First of all, in 2018, they came to us and they said, okay, Foundry VTT blew up the lawyers at WotC, and we're scared of the word extension, and everybody melt down, and let's get these extensions off DMs Guild. So they made us move a bunch of extensions over to the Forge, and that was sort of a jump start on creating the Forge, because Doug wasn't quite ready to create it in July. I think it was July of 18, July of 19. I don't know the years. July of 18. And so, but they did it. They got it done, and we were some of the first people to have stuff on there. And so, what it was there was like maybe 55 or 60 extensions that we had, and they made us move, 25 of them. So it was really confusing. Everybody melted down. Everybody's like, why are there some here and some there? And it was a giant fucking nightmare. So we moved these 25 extensions over, and then we asked, hey, can we just move the rest of them? Can we just make it one and done? And they said no. They fucking shut us down, right? And so I kept asking every 6 or 8 months. I would send an email, can we move them? No. Can we move them? No. Can we move them? No. And then just recently, can we move them? Okay, you can move them. And we were like, what? So then I did. So now I moved over, just in the last few days, I moved over 35 extensions. And those 35 extensions that are moved to the Forge are on sale half off today only. So if you're somebody who owns those on the DMs Guild, you do not need to rebuy them. You will get updates. They will be updated in for the foreseeable future, unless something happens that we can't update them anymore. But for right now, they'll be updated, and you do not need to repurchase. Now, if you're somebody who A, loves us and wants to repurchase them anyway because you want to support Team Tui, then do it. If you're somebody who B, wants to repurchase them because you want them to be automatically updated in Fantasy Grounds and not have to fuck with checking to see, are these things updated in DM's Guild, and do I need to go download it, and that whole thing that you have to go through to get any updates, then repurchase them. So they are all on sale for 50% off today only. So that today meaning it ends in like 5 hours. So midnight tonight, Pacific time, that sale will end. And then I will put them on sale again, I think sometime in mid-April. Now here's the thing about that. People don't email me or DM me saying how pissed off you are. Fantasy Grounds Forge puts a moratorium on any item that you put on sale for at least 8 weeks. In other words, whatever I put on today, I can't put it on sale again for at least 8 weeks. And the way I found out about that was last year I tried to do a Thanksgiving and a Christmas thing, and I got shut down at Christmas because Thanksgiving isn't 8 weeks for Christmas. It's only 4 weeks.
So now it's going to be a holiday thing.
Yeah, so now it's going to be a holiday thing. But
hey, let me answer Simbarchi's question, because I did this today. The easiest thing I found with getting the new stuff from the Forge and not duplicating your extensions is download the stuff on the Forge, don't update yet, open your extensions folder, and then look on the Forge in your history, and then just delete the ones that are the duplicates before you update.
Yep.
Bada
right.
bing. And it's
Very
easy to see
important.
a lot of Rob stuff because he's got his number on it. If you don't change your if you
Right.
just download it,
That's very
all of
important,
his
actually.
numbers on there. So
And
This is
people
going to come up.
in the extension
Yeah.
folders, in the module folders, you gotta look a little more carefully.
People have asked, how do I know which ones are the ones you brought over? So in my Discord server, in the special announcements, you come over here and it even tells you here's what's going on. It'll be on sale. Blah 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 blah. There's a link here with a Google sheet, and in that Google sheet, here are the 35 ones that I brought over, so you can go see which ones they are. So if you need to know which ones they are, they're all listed right here. And then down here is some ones that are either delisted or being worked on or whatever. So don't pay attention to that. But 1 through 36, I think. Oh yeah, no, there's 35, right? So the first line is a header. So there's 35 of them, lines 2 through 36, and you can tell which ones they are. And again, that's in my Discord server under the special announcement, the second channel down, special announcements. And also, I put a little thing in here showing you, do you want to know what you own? You can go to the shop page, shop page on the Forge, and put in these parameters, making sure you uncheck what you own, show owned, right? Uncheck that and put Rob Tui there, and then it'll list the ones you need to get if you want to get them. So that's an easy way to do that. So I've kind of tried to cover all the bases there for everybody to make it easy to help you out. If you have questions, you can let us know. Please ask more questions in the chat. We're winding down the show. I'm gonna give away the other package. Let's do that package. So let's see. Do I have? Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't tell some of these people. Oh, okay. He's there. Good. So he's there. So I'm gonna give away the other package. Let's reset. And let's do it. So I'm gonna do it right now, everybody. Type in the chat, WJ Pennington. You can of course abstain because you've already won. But everybody else can type in the chat !insanity if you'd like a chance to win the Insanity Bundle. As a reminder, the Insanity Bundle is everything I've ever done on DM's Guild, and I have not taken out the extensions yet, so they will be included in the Insanity Bundle should you win that today.
Insanity.
It's got, I think, 485 things in it, something like that. It's worth $3,800 retail. If you don't own anything on the DM's Guild,
it's worth your weekend to download them all.
And you buy you buy it at 75% off. It still costs like $950 or $970 or whatever. So it's a lot of stuff, you guys. It's a big prize. It's a big prize.
Tell you what, Rob?
What?
Why don't we, after this giveaway, let's also give away a copy of the Penovo Players Primer PDF.
Ooh, Robin, I like that idea. Let's do that.
Triple P.
Because
give away the
the
triple
PDF
P.
is beautiful, you guys. It's so pretty.
We should have actually. I should. Let's look at that too. Let's look at that while we give it away. Okay. So here's the winner of the second Insanity Bundle. If my mouse will stop freaking out. Boom! R Hammer. R Hammer, you win.
Team.
You win, baby. So PM me, R Hammer. You know what to do. R Hammer is a player in my Wednesday night Solasta game on alternate Wednesdays. So I'm glad he won that. That's nice. And by the way, I know he's a follower. Why does it say he doesn't follow? I don't know. Okay.
Robin, let's look. Broken. We determined that
shit's broke as shit.
A while ago.
Let's go look at the PDF, Robin, shall we?
Maybe you got to pay for it or something.
I did pay for it. It's $5 a month. Okay, my mouse. Whoa, look at that. Okay, let's just everybody relax.
I'm glad this lost a game.
Huh?
Or Rob's next Solasta game, I should say, is
coming up.
Coming up. I got it. Isn't it on the 21st?
I think this Wednesday is Baldur's Gate, I think. So I have to take some deep breaths.
Oh, you're right. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Yeah, my apologies. So on February 21st, Rob and I will be playing Baldur's Gate with our Baldur's Gate crew here on stream.
Yes.
And on the 28th of February will be Rob's Solasta game.
Yes. So look at this, you guys. This is the PDF of... Hey, why is it down there? Go to the top. This is the PDF of the Penovo Players Primer, and it is beautiful. There are dynamic links, so if you click on anything in the here, it would go to that place. But I'll just scroll down here. This is very well put together. With Robin, what software do you use to put this together?
I use Adobe InDesign,
Yeah,
so
InDesign.
pretty
So
yeah, like standard for the
right,
industry.
very professional, and of course it needs to be because when you submit to Drive Through RPG for print on demand, they're friggin' Nazis. You got to have everything just so it has to be all perfect. Um, and why are Nazis the standard for perfection? I don't know. I don't know why that's people say that. I say it because people say it. But anyway, going down through this, just
Because
look how
because
beautiful
you
this is.
can't offend anyone
hmm
Yeah,
anymore
you can't offend
about
anyone if
it.
you by saying
And I
Nazis.
know Rob is kind of zooming, but some of the images are like 2-page spreads. So like in the print version of the book too, it'll look, just
It'll look
that
really
good because
nice.
some of the
Yeah,
images are
this
across two
is this
pages, and
is this is still one of my favorite images. I don't know why I
I do
like it
like
so
that
much.
one. Yeah, it's so
Don't know
pretty.
why.
We
Um,
could make a map of that. Make a map.
Yeah,
You
that
can
would be
help
really
me.
fun for
You do a
sure.
great job.
Yes.
so anyway, guys, I'm flying through this, but I don't want anybody to screenshot it and then print it out on their machine.
I don't think they would do that. They wouldn't do. We're gonna give away a copy. Just a PDF, you guys. I know that's not great for Fantasy Grounds play or anything, but at least you can look at it until the Fantasy Grounds module is ready.
You can start reading,
Yeah,
prepping
immerse
for the
yourself in
game that you're gonna
Panovo.
run.
I hope so.
And what's great about a PDF, you can print it out, you can look at it on your phone, you can look at it on your tablet, you can look at it on your computer. I mean, it's amazing.
What's up
Who
with the
can
printing?
Rob, how fun was it to
So
convert all those races over?
there was a lot of races. I'll answer Leyrun's question really quick. So right now we've submitted all the print files through DriveThruRPG. As far as I can tell, everything was done correctly. They did accept them and said they sent them to the printer. I've already ordered the first proof, so we have to wait for that to be delivered to me, which takes like 2 weeks. And then once that's delivered and I see it, as long as nothing is like jacked up or janky in it, I tell them, the proof looks good, and then we can put it as available for sale in a print
Nice.
version.
Very
And
cool.
And
And
we
then
can still swap
when you
out the
guys doing
file
the
though, right?
Kickstarter or whatever.
yeah.
we-
Because when we submitted it originally, we did catch a couple
Wow.
of like really minor typos, which we had since fixed. But I think all I have to do is just like upload the changes,
Right.
the new
That's
changes, as long as my formatting was all done correctly. So,
right.
which I think it is. It's not. I've done this stuff before, so
And
I
yes,
used to do like, I was going to college for print
I love how
journalism and stuff like that.
everything
So
keeps the same color consistency and
I
Oh, yeah, it's
try,
beautiful.
yeah. And like in the new book, for like the next set of books, those are all like color themed, and like all of the like the back papers and stuff like that will all match. So like this one, you can see the color scheme is like green on like a kind of cream brown or whatever you want to call that. The next set, because it's the Ice Lord's domain, we're going with like a blue theme, of varying shades of like ice blue to like a really dark navy. I think it looks really nice together. So
And Drake, I heard you mention Kickstarter. That is a thing in the future. That is a thing we will do. Most likely that will happen when we have many products and we can do, like here are the 3 books and the adventures and the stretch goals and the whatever the fuck, we don't know. And we're going to try to do a really professional Kickstarter, and we might have to sink some money into that, which means we got to sell some stuff first.
get some capital. Some capital.
Right. Oh, look at these people. Look at that.
Right?
Right.
Rawr.
Just so it's laid out so nice. I mean,
Do you think
it's like you're looking at a professionally produced,
do you think they carry a
Hasbro.
litter box around like they just pull it out?
Don't they have Litter Robot, Robin? Isn't that a
no, no, they're more humanoid. They just look cat-ish.
But yeah, playable races, and again, we know that our community is not really PDF people, but supporters of
I
ours
just
will
thought
want to
I'd
do that. Yeah,
I don't
give
even
away a
think I have
copy of the PDF because I'm proud of it. That's
I
Right.
all.
don't even think I
Totally
have an
should.
account for Drive Through RPG. I don't even think I have one. Unless it's the same
You
as
can
my
use your
DM.
DM's Guild account on DriveThruRPG.
Probably.
Yeah. it's all because they all share the same back end, one bookshelf, which is owned by Roll20 now. But you can
the
go to all
dagger
of
in all
their
of our
sister
hearts.
sites using your DM's Guild account. That includes Drive Through Fiction, Drive Through Cards, Drive Through RPG, and DM's Guild. And I think there's one more, Drive Through Comics, maybe?
Yeah. By the
Huh.
way, I'll tell you a little secret. I think one of the reasons that
Share the
I was
link
able to
again,
finally
Robin.
move the extensions over to the Forge is because Art Roll 20 bought DM's Guild, and they kind of don't care anymore.
Yeah.
They think of Fantasy Grounds as such a non-entity. They'll probably let me do anything I want.
Yeah. What irritated me though is that they made you keep some of the extensions over there, and that to me was like because those were making money at the time, you know?
Well, so for the people that don't know the full story, I'll keep scrolling. For people that don't know the full story, what happened was the Foundry community, the Foundry VTT community, started making what they determined to call extensions, and in these extensions were basically just ripoffs of Wizards of the Coast intellectual property. They just stole the information and put shit that they weren't supposed to be doing, and the lawyers at Hasbro freaked out. And of course, many of the lawyers, if not all of the lawyers, are lawyers. They're not gamers. So they didn't understand what they were talking about. They didn't understand what an extension meant to them and what it meant to us. So they assumed that anything with the word extension was some of this bad IP stealing shit. So they caught wind of us having extensions on DM's Guild and went, no more extensions. You have to. First thing they said was, you got to delete them. You got to just shut them down. That's it. It's over. And we were like, whoa, dude. We complained. We were like, your customers are going to freak out. My customers. And they said, okay. And then Doug kind of jumped in and said, well, we're doing this thing at Fantasy Grounds called the Forge, where we're going to sell things that are community made. And so then DM's Guild said, okay, we'll let you move them, because DM's Guild is, once you put a file there, it's there. You can't put it anywhere else, and you can never put it anywhere else. Even if they say we're taking it away, you aren't allowed to sell it anywhere else. It's a really restrictive. So then they said, okay, we'll let you move those over. So we were like, okay, at least they did that. But what they did was they said, here's the list. Instead of saying move all your extensions, they said move these particular ones. And we were like, well, can't we just move them all? And they were like, no. And then, as I said, I spent 5 years asking them, how about now? How about now? How about now? Can I move them now? What about now? What about today? What about now? No. Roll20 takes over. Okay, you can move them. I'm like, same people. It's not same personnel. Nobody changed jobs, just their titles.
Yeah, but the ones you couldn't move over were big money makers. That's what it was.
Yeah, and that was probably that's probably what they didn't want to admit, was they were making money, right? Because they keep half, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the Forge,
at that time, I don't know about now, but at the time,
they keep half. They have always kept half. The Forge only keeps 40%, so we get 10% more in the Forge. All right, Robin, I'm trying to go back to find the. Here it is, right here. Okay, so now this one is Panovo, and you will win. You will win the PPP, the Panovo's Players Primer. And I'm going to start it right now, everybody. Now, do I have? Am I showing?
PPP.
I'm faming
PPP by
PPP.
PP, because we're Panova Publishing. So Rob was talking about when we get the Fantasy Grounds module. If you guys ever see on like the store or the files in your Fantasy Grounds, downloads, when you get things, they always have like the publisher's code, and then like they'll abbreviate the title, like Volo's Guide to Monsters VGM or whatever, right? So ours for this is PP, because we're Panova Publishing, and then the book is Panova Players Primer. So it's PPP.
Yeah. So the whole code is IP for independent publisher, FG Fantasy Grounds 5E 5th edition, PPPPP. All right, here we go. It's a lot of P's. So type in the chat, everybody, exclamation Panovo, Panovo. And this will be, of
Thank
course,
you, McClancy.
This will be for McClancy just bought
a PDF.
McClancy's been He spent a few bucks today. He spent just like about 10 or 15 bucks today.
You're doing like
Panovo,
a golf
guys.
narration there. He's stepping up to the bank.
Why is my
He's
counter not
pulling out
running?
his
Why did the timer stop? Oh, I think you
7
hit
iron
pause on the
wallet.
timer.
Yeah.
Did I hit pause? No.
He's
Pause is
opening
there
his
to.
wallet.
Looks like it.
It's
not
gold
counting
credit
down.
card.
Oh
Gold.
no, it froze for a second.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
froze.
thank
Pause.
you, Samson. Mosk and
Wait,
Fuzz.
and the entries. That was weird.
Whoa.
Did we lose Rob?
No. Am I here? Can you hear me?
He was going to
Rob's
get
having-
the.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
sounded like a robot.
Yeah,
for a
see,
second.
it
Oh, there
wasn't
goes.
pause, Robin. It
Now
went
it's
down.
counting
Sorry.
down. That's weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
just.
don't know. It's
lagging.
weird.
It's just
Um,
my.
It was lagging for
Do
us.
I need my computer's 2019?
bad.
Do I need my computer's going to be 5 years old? Do I need a new
Yes.
computer, you guys?
Dude,
I?
I built
Yeah.
my
No,
computer
you
in
should probably clean some
2012.
cat hair out of it.
I'm
Yeah.
playing on a potato. We all know this, though. That is
Oh.
facts.
All right.
My computer is so old.
Was
Uh,
that the one
Windows
we ran
10. I do have
in
Windows 10.
Colorado?
No, that was my laptop, which is even older than my desktop.
Right, and it worked fine.
Yeah,
so,
it did work just fine. So that's true.
I mean, I don't remember it being.
No,
laggy
Thelgor,
or
I'm running
anything.
Windows
Yeah,
11.
it was okay.
Okay, here we go. The winner
Yeah.
is
Even with your
Boom!
special effect.
Simbarchi. He lives in
Simbarchi.
Australia, you guys.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Oh,
Simbarchi.
wow.
The PDF is in English. I'm just making jokes.
Wow.
Good
So
eye,
we'll just need
mate.
his DMs Guild email.
He might be able
for
to
this
carry it
one.
around in his truck.
Yeah, Simbarchi, send me a PM with your
Picked him.
One Bookshelf or DM's Guild email, and we'll gift you that.
Neato.
I'll read it upside down. He said.
He'll read it upside down.
Yeah.
Put it in the
give us
toilet.
the
It goes
lottery
clockwise, counterclockwise. So, all right, good.
Is that true? Like, is
yes.
that actually true? Their toilets go the other way?
Ask
Yes.
Simbarchi. I don't know. I've never been
Oh,
there.
interesting.
And they see different stars than we do.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. And their seasons are like offset or something like that, right?
Yep.
Like when it's winter here, it's summer there or
It's
something
winter
like
in
that?
the summer.
Did you know it's only 250 miles to the space station?
Medicare said no, it's not true. Wait, are you guys shitting me?
It's not true that it goes the other way around.
It's not?
Uh-uh.
Delta's
Wow,
go-
I just got.
What's the rotation?
Delta's
of
Ghost said the sun is also different. That's amazing.
I mean, it's
The
like
sun
though.
looks different on the other side of the
I,
planet.
that, you know, though, it's kind of true if you think about it, though, because, like, for example, if we have a solar eclipse, you can only see a full solar eclipse in, like, the path of, like, where the sun and the moon will line up so that you can actually see it.
Yeah, the eclipse that's just happening on March 25th is like just slicing across the top of the United States. So.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
friend Tommy and Q, the guys that come and do stuff to my house, they live in Los Angeles. They're driving to like Oklahoma to see the eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that. There's like if you live elsewhere, you're seeing the sun from like
I'm gonna watch
a
it on
slightly
YouTube.
different angle than the rest of us.
Get it from like 5 different locations on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
Science.
It's also math angles.
Yeah, science and math. How about
Wait a
that?
minute. Isn't math part of science?
Gary Kahn.
Yeah. Or is science part of math?
I kind of wanted to go to Gary Kahn. It's
Hey,
the
Belle.
50th this year.
She said, "Catch me outside." How about that?
Get you
Hey, Belle,
outside. Have
So my answer is I probably will likely never attend any con for the rest of my life. Just because it's a lot of bullshit, but also health. And I just can't. I just can't.
Wow.
I might be going to Gary Con because I
You
only
sure?
live like
Really?
40 minutes away from
Oh,
where Gary
yeah.
Con is. So it's really easy for me. In fact, I drive in that direction all the time because we shop in this town called Kenosha,
All
Wisconsin,
right, I'm
which
sleeping
isn't
on
that
your
far.
couch then, and I'm flying.
I'm from Kenosha.
Hey.
I'll
Oh,
rent the
you're
car
from
with you.
Kenosha?
No. I'm just-
Oh,
should-
okay.
You should go.
I go there all the time. Like my favorite board game store, D&D store, is in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's called Coliseum Games. So I go there all the time.
So-
And it's not that far.
Thelgor
from
redeemed Street
Geneva.
Cam. So here's Street Cam. By the way, current hype boss is McClancy 10,006 for $17.99. So here's the Street Cam now. That car, everybody, I would like to tell everybody this. maybe he'll get some money from this, and maybe you'll get some money too. That car that you see on the right hand side of my driveway, that does not belong to me.
Who's this
That
again?
is a stranger's car because I recently discovered that there is a Airbnb equivalent for vehicles. So
Oh.
I am renting that space in my driveway to somebody for $46 a month.
Yeah, they don't want their car repoed, so they're hiding
Right.
it
They're parking their stolen car there.
there.
So basically what happens, it's all done on a web app like Airbnb. I've never even
Nice.
met this person
Right.
because I was in the hospital when they dropped their cars off, and I just had them put their keys by the post on the porch there, and I had Sven grab them and bring them inside. So I've never even seen this person. But they park their car there, $46 a month. It goes directly to my bank account, and it's like Airbnb. They rent your driveway space. Now, if you live in a place like me that has extra driveway space, I don't drive or park there, so that's fine. They can park their car there as long as they want. If you have
Is
that,
it somebody nearby you? I would guess.
well, it was
Someone
somebody.
locally.
It was somebody who had a car in town that they needed to park. They
Yep.
needed to, and they don't want to park it at the airport or some
Yep.
other place that costs them ungodly $10 a day or whatever. And that 46, you can set the price, but that $46 a month was suggested by the app. So since I'd never done
That's
it
cool.
before, I just went with their suggestion.
It sounds
So
fair.
if anybody's interested in getting in on this app and doing this with your own driveway and or lot that you might have next to your house or street parking or whatever it is, just PM me in Discord and I'll give you my link, because if you sign up to the thing under me and you rent a space, I think we both get $10 or $20 or something. We get
Nice.
something. I can't remember what it is. I could
Okay.
probably.
That's a good idea. I think I'm just gonna put a meter out in front of my extra space.
But this is almost. It's not anything like really, but it's sort of the idea of, people that live next to a ballpark or something and they just rent their lawn
Yes.
during the game, and
Yeah.
they make $1,000 a night because they parked 20 cars on their lawn.
I
So
think stolen.
Then
doesn't-
Rob has something entertaining to see, Caesar.
that's right. So now when I ask for drive cam, there's a car there.
Yeah.
And then they're still working on to the right, and
Yeah.
they're still doing shit over there.
You're not liable for that theft. That's I don't.
No,
that's
and
outside the
I
house.
talked to the company, and they actually I even asked about, well, what if that car leaks oil onto my driveway?
Yeah.
They go,
exactly.
you're covered. We cover anything that happens with the car that messes with your property. You're covered, and we pay for it, so no worries.
Nice.
And I was like, okay.
Very cool.
I don't have a cat cam.
So people, if you're behind on your car payments, there you go.
Just park it at my house.
Right?
But yeah, so anybody that wants to do that, just PM me in Discord, and I'll give you the. I'll
have
hook
a-
up with you.
They also have a drive share thing where you can like share your car too, like
Oh yeah.
rent it out.
I don't know if I would be down for that because people eat in cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you get a piece of crap car and you just
Oh,
rent
yeah.
it out to a bunch of people.
So like
Just get a
I thought
minivan.
about for a minute, and and only for a minute, I thought about like driving for Uber or Lyft, but I don't want people in my car. But
No. They're
what
disgusting.
you do is, and plus if you do drive for Uber or Lyft, you have to kind of have a nice car. It has to be, I think it has to be less than 5 years old and all this other shit, because they don't want you pulling up in some jalopy. So
You can
what
get
you
like a little
do,
trailer, like a little kiddie trailer, and drive
Mhm.
people around. That might be.
Haul them.
nobody parks in my garage. Nobody parks in my garage, Caesar, except for me. Park in my garage.
You
Well,
just want the big delivery.
Whoa, what happened? How come
broke
it.
the
Broke it.
garage? Damn it!
Uh-oh.
somebody
Troubleshoot.
stole your car and they broke your camera so that you couldn't see it. Oh, you're gonna
Please wait.
don't get it. You're gonna dock something here. You get too far into that.
No, I want to get started. I don't know.
Get
Just
started.
do it. Just fucking do
Nah,
it. Just...
it's gonna mess with your stream. You might want to wait.
That's all right. Okay, I'll get off that.
Yeah.
I'll go to the slides. Oh no, not the slides. Let's just go back to here.
Yep.
So Drake and Robin and Leron, yeah.
So, what do you guys think? To do a character creation in Panovo? Do
Ooh,
some
yes, that'd be fun.
Chat GPT crap, Fallout. I mean, what do you guys think? What out of those topics, what would you guys prefer?
I mean, I can move these. I can move.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see Fallout. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay. What about the rest of y'all?
I can
in
take
the
this
screen?
off, actually. I can move these up. Here.
Okay.
Let control
Oh, we can move that over.
X. I can just move because I only do the products just because I
Okay.
have nothing else to do.
So we got more Panovo vote.
Let's do
let's do a Panovo after
Chat GPT.
Yeah, we don't even
After.
have to do Chat GPT. Some people don't like it. We don't want that.
So you're saying do
Yeah.
it after?
Yeah, so character
shit.
creation is good because that's going to show most of the stuff for that book.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, let's do that.
Robin,
Yeah, I
are you
like
doing
that.
this on the weekend you can be here? Is that why you're doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, when can you be here?
Because you're here
Yeah,
next week.
so
and
I'll
then
be here for Fallout,
You're
and
not here, Chat GPT.
unfortunately, I won't be able to be here for that one.
Right.
I mean, I can be in chat, but I can't.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
let's
Like,
make sure you're here for Panovo.
right. We
Panovo.
want you
Yeah.
here for that one.
Because I
Cool.
traded my husband like nights off for tonight so that I could be here tonight. But
Awesome.
normally I'd be on kid duty tonight.
Okay. Tonight was a special.
Yeah.
Thanks, Messi.
Tonight was a very special blossom, you guys. A very special blossom. DoorDash, how dare you, Caesar? How dare you? They
Next
can't-
week on
DoorDash.
Melrose Place.
Here's what's funny about DoorDash. DoorDash can't find me, but if you order from the vendor, like I ordered from Wendy's who uses DoorDash, then they found me. But if I order from
Oh.
DoorDash directly, it says we don't know your address. Fuck off.
That
And I've
makes
lived here for
no sense.
3 years.
Yeah.
On March 21st, I will have lived here 3 years. Can you believe that, you guys? 3
Might have
years.
something to do with the GPS thing, not the
Yeah,
way
they
that
use
do.
some proprietary bullshit. They don't use
Yeah,
Google Maps, the one that's the fucking planet
exactly.
So you
system
still
that
count the
works.
time you were in the hospital as living there?
I still count it, yeah. Even though like when I got encephalopathy in 2013, before my transplant in 2013, I had to go to Seattle and my mom and I had to rent an apartment there. We were there 4 months. I count living there as 4 months.
Right.
Because
so that was your summer home. You can write that off.
That was my summer. Hey, kitty, get down. Hey, what the fuck, cat? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna spray.
Can we
you
get a
with-
kitty cam? Someone asked about that earlier.
I know there's no kitty cam.
Darn it.
There's no kitty
And
cam.
we mean cat, not kids.
Right, KITT. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody in chat have any other questions before we're gonna end this show? We've done enough. I have 7 hours of prize dispersion to do.
Did you get all your slideshows set back up for happening?
Do you mean slideshows for this for the?
Yeah, look at you, got them all lined up, ready to go.
So Robin,
change links. Note to self.
This one is today, so the next one should be the Wednesday shows. Baldur's Gate and then Solasta.
Night, Bob. Night, John Boy.
Right? Okay, and then should be I think the Friday one isn't there because I have to put it back in. Yes, I need to put back in Fridays. Let me do that right now.
And that's happening this Saturday, session 8.
Yes.
Against the Giants.
Yeah.
Let me put back in Fridays. Candlekeep Mysteries.
Oh, question. I write _AU. Is Panova open for other people to develop for? Well. I think you need to talk to the team.
Interesting question.
Discord.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that we can consider for the future. Right now, really what would be really awesome is if somebody knows a lot about Pathfinder would reach out to me. That'd be great. That's probably like priority number 1 is getting a Pathfinder converter on board. And then after that, like we have like the 3 things we're working on right now that we kind of already showcased and that and in the future, we do hope that we grow enough that we could pay to bring more writers on board, artists on board, things like that. Because right now it's kind of just like a very homegrown, we're a very small team, and we just do like what we can because we don't have a lot of money to pay other people, if that makes any sense. So, but it's definitely something we can consider in the future for sure.
Right on.
Yeah,
Rob,
and if
birthday?
you have questions about that, come to my Discord and go to the Panovo channel in my Discord and ask about that there.
Yes, Rob's birthday is coming up soon, Bill.
Yeah, my birthday's Friday, everybody. So my PayPal email is my name, rob.tui@gmail.com. And I accept denominations of $5,000 or more. I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
there's your line
And you
editor.
can also send him a cake, because you know how to find him on the internet. It's easy. But
Robin,
DoorDash won't deliver it to him.
Robin, there's your line editor, Delta Ghost.
So there's my email, everybody.
Oh.
If you want to send me money directly through PayPal for my birthday. Oh, and don't forget to use friends and family because
Yeah.
Because they charge if you don't.
And they charge if you don't. And do I need the money? Yes,
Yes.
I do.
The cats need it.
I used to make a lot of money on DM's Guild, and now I don't.
Who
Now it's
watched
like
after the
0.
kitty cats while you were in the hospital?
So Svenster, my friend Graham, my friend Gloria, and who else came in here?
It takes a village, huh?
The house cleaners, they came. As a matter of fact, the house cleaners came and cleaned the house, and then I wasn't home for 2 weeks, and they came and cleaned it again. And I'm like, not necessary, but they're really nice, so I paid them and let them do it. And the way I mean, I'm just a single man, right? And I'm not that messy, but believe me, they come every 2 weeks on a Monday. They come tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and I need them badly, especially now because I got them. Part of what they do at the end is they take the garbage can out to the street, which I actually can't really do that well right now because I have an oxygen tank and I have trouble with stairs. Even little teeny stairs give me trouble still. I'm off my walker, but I should be using it anyway, but I'm not.
He said off his rocker.
I thought he said off his rocker as
I'm off
well.
my rock. Well, that too. I'm totally off that as well. I'm off my rocker.
We all are a
He's
little
off
bit.
his
Let's be
rocker.
honest.
But device is now back online. It says, okay, hold on.
Hmm.
Let's go to. How do I get?
It's a button.
How do I get back?
Look at all the homework Rob's got. Oh man.
I know he's got like all these giveaways to deal with
Discord.
after the show.
So here's the garage. There's my car.
That's
in the
just
garage.
crazy.
So you see, I had to put that. I had to have that bar installed by the door, the handle.
Yeah.
$200 fucking
Safety
dollars. The
rail.
guy charged me. He wanted to charge me $250. I talked him down.
Oof. Well, Messi would have done it for like a beer if we lived near you. You know what I mean?
All my friends are not in my immediate area. God damn it. You guys need to totally move back to Washington. But if you do, it has to be Spokane.
I know. I miss the West Coast.
Hey, they're building new houses right next to me. Come buy one.
I missed it. Is he whoring me out? No, I was whoring you out, Messi. Yeah.
Yeah, she was totally whoring you out, dude. Anyway, so to give you guys an idea, when I come home, if I drive somewhere and I come home, I do have to grab onto that to get in. I cannot walk up those 2 stairs without. I can do it, but there's too much. There's too much of a risk. I'll lose my balance or lose my strength and fall. Which that's it. It's over. The day Rob Tui fell was the day he fucking died. So I have to use that bar to get up the stairs. I don't have to use it to come down the stairs. But yeah. Look at all the. Oh my god. Look at I have a lot of homework. Oh my god, you guys. Look at all.
You probably should, but
I probably should.
Like go down backwards and hold on to it. That would be the same.
No, going down forward is good, but you got to remember sometimes I'm carrying something and it's a fucking nightmare. So we haven't been gaming. We game behind the cars, the table, the game table that we use. We haven't gamed in a couple months, and Sven and Graham do come over on Wednesdays if they can for lunch. So I still have a little bit of social interaction with humans.
Do you have Frogger on that machine over there?
Yes, there is Frogger.
Oh man.
Gwinka, 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 Gwinka. Yeah, there's Frogger. I got
Yep.
Dig Dug. I got everything.
Oh man.
There's 17,000 games on the there's
Wow.
17,000 games on the video game behind the car, and the pinball machine
Yeah.
I believe has
The curve just
11,
fills it up.
1,100 pinball tables.
Plumbing sucks.
Sweet.
1,100. I didn't know the guy who made my pinball. He was on Shark Tank. I never realized he went
Oh.
on Shark. He made a deal with Damon on Shark Tank a few years ago. That's the guy I bought the pinball machine from. It is so
Primo,
wickedly
huh?
nice, so nice. And you guys know the whole story about the one I bought in a God, what a nightmare.
Oh, that yeah.
And I
remember
lost
that.
like $1,000 on that whole deal, and it was a fucking crazy thing.
So you got a lot of the old school video games on the other console. the
Yeah, and there's
standard.
some Missile Command. Yes, Missile Command is on there, Mosk and Foss. And
Probably anything you can think of.
also there's like Nintendo and Sega and all those
What, Camcom or whatever. Or
yeah,
Konami
all
or
those video games that all those video game
Tron,
systems.
Zaxxon,
Here's the
That
camera
should
and
become your cat cam.
the cat.
Robotron.
This is the cat cam kind of, but it's
Oh,
it's
where are
it's
they?
turned. Well, I don't know where they're. I hear
What do
them.
you got? The toaster up against it or something?
No, that's
What
the
hell?
No, it's the
refrigerator. That's the refrigerator,
Oh, okay.
and it's pointing at the dish. But it's tilted somehow because the cat knocked into it. But what I would do,
Oh.
that one I can get on my phone, and I can actually do it here too. Let me see if it works here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty,
Oh,
kitty,
there-
kitty. Now let's see if
Thought
they'll
I
go
saw
to it.
them.
Baby, come here, baby. They'll come over to it. Come here, baby. They might hear me. They might come to me though. They might hear me in
I
here.
can see their little shadows.
Come here, baby.
Yeah, I thought I saw Spock.
Yep.
Baby. Oh, there's somebody. Did you see?
Yeah. He's looking
Oh
around.
yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
They're like, how did you get in there? And when I was in the hospital,
Oh,
I
there's
would,
an ear.
yeah,
I
I
saw
would
an
visit.
ear.
I would visit them while I was in the hospital. Come here, baby.
They want food.
Yeah, they get food in 30 minutes.
All right. They know then.
Yeah.
That would be a cool thing, though. The cat cam with a little treat dispenser, and people could pay
Yeah,
for
I
it.
might be able to
Oh, that
switch
would be
this
cute.
cameras somewhere as long as they're there, right? But this
Like
is
it
what
drops
everybody.
one little cat treat.
This
for
is
him
what
for
everybody
a
really
tip.
cares
Yeah.
about is the driveway
Like-
outside. That's what everybody really
You
cares
PayPal Rob $1, the cat treat falls out. You can
Yeah, that's
feed his
cool.
cats.
about. Anyways, PayPal guys, back to PayPal. RobTui.com. RobTui.
Mark would make his
Rob.tui.
cats all fat, be like $600 worth of cat food.
Uh-huh.
So here's me talking about my car and my pinball machine and my video game machine and begging for money. But the reason that here's the thing, I got really lucky with the Yums Guild. I made a lot of money. I bought a house and I bought a car and I bought a pinball machine and I bought a video game machine. And now guess what? I don't have any money. I have a house. I have no mortgage and no car payment, but
Right.
I don't have any money either. So I set myself up basically to collect my, whatever my monthly income is and pay my bills.
Right.
And then I got to try. The only thing I have to save up for is I want to heat my driveway, and not the whole thing. So let me go back to the driveway. I just want to heat like the left 2/3 of it, the part that's exposed that doesn't have a car on it, so that
Yeah.
I can, when I'm 70 or 75, I can traipse my garbage can out and go get the mail
Not fall.
without falling. Yeah, because
Yeah.
when you get to be 60, 70, 80 years old, your whole
Yeah.
life is don't fall.
Yeah, you slip.
And it
break
doesn't
your
matter
neck,
how
you
good
know,
a shape you're in either.
Yep.
You can be in excellent shape, but if you fall and crack an elbow or a knee, that's
You're
it.
done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't they have to dig up the driveway to put the heat thing
Yeah,
in
so
the
I was
driveway?
really mad because I
No,
tried.
Wait,
I
are you gonna get rid of the skid mark? You gotta keep the skid mark.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
ask
at
him
least
to I'm
frame
gonna
it,
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have him
chip it
redo
up.
the driveway and then I'm gonna peel out right there and put the skid mark back.
No, just have him just keep the piece that the skid mark's on. You can put it in the garage up on a plaque.
Yeah, I can frame it.
Skid
So
mark.
I tried to be proactive. When I moved into the house in March of 21, the driveway wasn't poured, right? And I said, let me heat that. And they go, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's my house. And they go, it's not your house until we turn it over to you. And the reason you can't do that is, and then they gave me a rash of shit about blah, blah, this and
Oh, the
blah,
plans
blah,
and
that.
stuff.
And no, it was a lot of the rhetoric was involved liability and the something going wrong, and then I had to put a complaint and whatever, right? So they
Oh,
just
so
said
if
no,
you
you can't
fall,
do it.
yeah.
No, no, nothing like that. It was they didn't want any other people working on their shit. They didn't want
Oh,
driveway heater people coming in and fucking with their
gotcha,
crap.
gotcha.
So they said no.
Yeah, you
So
can't
I said
guarantee
okay,
the
fine.
driveway then. Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole thing. I went through a lot. So this is my first house that I've ever bought. I've never bought a house before, so I didn't know. And I didn't have my mom wasn't alive to remind me of, oh, watch out for this pitfall or that pitfall. Nobody taught me anything. I just fucking did it and then ran into the shit. Like they promised they were going to give me a complete finished garage and they didn't. I had to go fucking get
Yeah.
that and all
Jerks.
that.
Yeah.
And then when this county inspector came and inspected the home, he was a dipshit and he missed that the whole attic had no insulation.
Oh my
And
God.
somebody, yeah, and they it turned out like 4 other houses in the same development. There were 46 houses, and 42 of them had insulation in the attic, and 4 didn't. And mine was one that didn't. Who knows why? And so there was a guy here doing something, and he went up in the attic, and he goes, "Did you know that your attic has no insulation?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Yeah, there's just nothing up there." So I called the
That's
builder, and
crazy.
he came and he put his head up there, and he goes, "Oh my God!" And then they came and did it. But
Oh,
I would never.
right.
I would have been
Whatever.
sitting here with $1,000 heat bill every winter and whatever.
No,
So,
that's
but a lot of shit, when you buy a house, there's absolutely just so much shit you can't even know. Like for example, my water bill is $100 a month more because $100 that's $1,200 a year because I live in the county, not the city, and the city is who does the water. And
ah,
even though so if you're looking at this picture on my screen, if you follow my street down to the left and then turn right and go down forward toward the top of the screen, the street that's down there, it's called Upriver Drive, and there's a river across the street and there's a dam across the street. You can't see it because it's not daylight. That street is the border. And because I live above that street, I live in the county. So I'm actually not in Spokane City. I'm in the county. And so because of that, I think it's $95 a month for a border fee. It's really fucking stupid. And everybody in this neighborhood does, but nobody, I'm not that affluent, but most people that live around me are, and so they just don't care. Like $100, yeah, who gives a fuck? But me, I'm pissed off every time that water bill comes, and it's like $133, and it should be like $35. So, but there was no way. So actually, the seller told me that I was going to be living in the city of Spokane. He told me that. But what can I do? I fucking moved in. What am I going to do? Move out again and call up the people that bought my old house and say, "Never mind, get out. I'm coming back." Like, what am I going to do? So there was that. There was the unfinished garage. I had no idea. I didn't. I don't fucking know this before I move in. So another thing was the driveway. Not knowing. I just assumed I could heat it, and then like 2 days before I moved in, when the driveway still wasn't poured, and they go, "No, no, you can't do that. You can't. We got to put the driveway. You can't fuck with it." And I was like, "Oh shit." And so, because it's funny because my old neighbor is a cement worker, so I was going to get him to do it. And I was going to get it on the cheap, right? Because that's what he does. But anyway, so here's me complaining about my new house. Lame. I'm lame, you guys. But it's my
Well,
birthday. Give me a break. I'm
it's not
old.
new anymore, Rob. It's
It's
three
not
years
new.
old.
Yeah, it's not. It's a 3-year-old house now. Because the guy came and the Walmart grocery guy delivered. Somebody was delivering, and he goes, "Oh, these new houses," and I go, yeah, new, kind of new. You're right, Drake.
Newer.
They're not new anymore. What's new? New is less than a year, I think. I don't know.
In
Yeah,
this economy, new as anything in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
a new
and
car
now,
year, not new anymore.
yeah, my brand new 2021 Rav4 is not new anymore. But guess what? I want you guys to guess how many miles I have on. So I got it in March. I got it March 31st, the last day of the quarter, which was a whole story in itself. I'm not going to tell. I got it March 31st, 21. How many miles are on my car? You guys guess.
40,000.
17,207.
Leroy?
They
Did he
ruined.
leave? Is
We
Leroy
lost him.
gone?
He's gone.
Oh.
I mean, he's here, but he's gone.
Okay. Mosk and Foz is closest. It's just over
Wow.
10,000.
Wow. That's
But
impressive.
Robin, you said 40,000 because obviously you think I have a 9 to 5 that I drive.
Yeah, I
for
don't
20
know.
miles
Well,
every
because
day.
did you buy it when it was brand new? So, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It had
Oh,
like,
okay.
it had when I took possession of it, it had like 32 miles on it or something.
Oh, wow.
Because it came from Coeur d'Alene. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so we have a Ford Fusion from 2013, but we bought it already used. I think when we bought it, it only had like 10,000 miles on it. It was pretty low. I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty low anyways. But I think we've got like almost 100,000 on it. It still drives great, like amazing.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but my
Even on
point
the
in,
ice, we saw it.
my point in
Yeah.
telling you guys that is that I only drive about 3,500 miles a year. So think about that. That's really not that much at all. Think about how many miles you guys drive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
because my
compare
husband
that.
drives to the office every day,
Yeah,
45
I'd say
minutes.
I'd say in the United States it's more like 12 or 15K
Oh,
for
I thought
people.
it was like 20K a year was the average in
That's a little
America.
high. Yeah, that's a little high.
I mean, 3,500 miles a year to McDonald's is a lot, though.
And that's basically what to McDonald's. I guess
Yeah.
where I'm. I mean, I have to mail an eBay package. Somebody just bought one of my Dragon magazines, still sealed in the original mailer, unopened package. That
Nice.
I just packaged it up, and that's what fell on the floor during the show. I remember I said something fell on the floor. That's what it was. And I have to go mail that. So when I go mail that, I will of course be getting dinner at some drive-through, most likely McDonald's, because it's the closest
Oh,
and it's the
see,
easiest.
Celestian, that'd be my situation. Because we were thinking about getting a second car, but I'm home all the time. I work from home, air quotes. We have put no mileage on it, except if I
Yeah,
have to take the kids to school or pick them up from school or something like that, go get groceries. That would be
that's
it.
me too. I'm going to the either the post office or to get food or like yesterday I got a pedicure. That's right, you heard me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pedicure yesterday because I have to you got to take care of your feet.
Yeah.
And
I do my
I go
own.
to the doctor and the blood lab 75 times a minute. But I I don't go to any job. I mean, I work here, right? So yeah. Hey, you guys, the show, even though it's an anniversary show and we haven't done it for 2 months, we went right back into at the end. It's just personal bullshit. That's how we do it here.
Night, guys.
Good night, Leroy.
Okay, Leron. Good night. See you next week.
All right then. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Is he gone? What a dick.
I think you were too
That's
early. Oh,
Yeah.
there he is. Now he's gone.
Well, the idea
I
is
was
that
good.
they hear me do that, right? That's the idea.
True.
U.S. average is 14.3. There we go. Thanks.
Oh,
Man.
I was close-ish.
I knew it wasn't as low as 10, but it might be 10. Might be in Australia where Simbarchi lives. So, all right, guys. Any more questions for us? We're gonna end this. Why? Because I'm hungry and I got it. First thing I have to do is answer 75 PMs that I have here. Holy Jesus.
Oh yeah, and Rob kind of mentioned it like on the offhand, but I want to mention it for posterity's sake for anybody who is interested in Panovo, picks up the PDF or when the Fantasy Grounds module comes out or you're running our adventures when those come out, in Rob's Discord, which I'll paste in chat one more time. We do have a channel set up for Panovo discussion, just hashtag Panovo there, the channel. So if you guys ever have lore questions or you want to say, hey, I like this adventure, or, if you find an error or anything like that, you can come chat with us in the Panovo channel. Anything Panovo goes in that channel. So
Right? Anything
that's what it's there
Panovo.
for.
That's why it's there. Bam.
Even any Unikin action going on.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And I'll put on the slides here. The slides. So, and come join us on the channel on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, guys. That's when we broadcast here. Got always something going
Oh.
on at 6
So
p.m. Pacific. Unless it's Wednesday, then it's a half hour delayed.
Cryptbest is asking in chat about the giveaways tonight. So did you want to maybe go over that one last time
Yes, we
before the
can.
show ends?
If you're here and you didn't already know, you do win a prize. Anybody that's present at the show today wins. And all you have to do is pick the prize that you want from the DM's Guild or the Forge. I will put the links to both here in the chat. You can get anything you want except for, not a package, just a single item. And what you do is you send me a personal message in Discord. There's the link for that. And the instructions are, if you choose something from the DM's Guild, I need your DM's Guild email to disperse that to you. If you choose something from the Forge, I need your Fantasy Ground forum name to disperse that to you. Please do not send me both. Just send me the one that's appropriate. And you, even though it says do this now, you have an hour from when the show ends, which is basically going to be 8:45 p.m. Pacific time. 11:45 p.m. Eastern will be the cutoff. And the reason we have a cutoff is because it's only people that are present. So like if somebody's watching this on YouTube, they can't email me and say, or PM me and say, hey, I want, no, it's a time limit. So we are going to end the show basically right now. And so that means you have till 1 hour to do this.
If you are watching on YouTube, come join us live Sunday nights
join us
on Twitch.
Because we do give away at least one prize every single Sunday. This Sunday we happen to give away a prize to everybody, but we always do a drawing for at least one prize. So also you learn stuff and you can ask questions about Fantasy Grounds. And so yeah, come on by if anybody's still watching on YouTube after an hour and 12 minutes, or an hour and 40 minutes, I doubt it. People don't watch YouTube that long. Some people do. All right. Any last words from the Drake or the Robin?
No, I'm glad you're back, Rob.
Thank you.
Good hanging with you.
Too.
It's good to be back. I was in the hospital for 25 days. It ate up half of my vacation and fucking pissed me off royally. And part of why I was in the hospital was the hospital's fault, because when I went to the hospital for something that I meant to go to the hospital for, that the doctor sent me there to go to, then they gave me a disease that kept me there longer, and it almost killed me. So
that's crazy.
They should pay my bill, that hospital. My insurance company's going to pay it, but they should pay it. They should eat it because it was their fault.
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
We're so
everybody.
glad you're back, though.
Thank you so much. It's good to be back, and thanks everybody for watching. I love the community. Special thanks to McClancy again for participating in the revenue generation scheme. and
everybody, tier bits and
everybody,
subs,
yeah.
and yeah, thanks everybody so much.
And the person that donated 100 who still never identified themselves to the Red Cross, that's very nice. I'm $700 toward the $1,000 goal for the Red Cross, so that's good too. And please come back and join us on all of our broadcast nights. Good gaming, everyone.